You're listening to Tone Radio.
Cool, blimey! It's your old mate Ray Winston here to tell you that when I'm not eating Spam and Fags pie or Dan the Boozer drinking a pint of Campari and mild, I tune into them geezers at Tone Radio and get a right old load of radio in my lugs.
Tone Radio is required by law to state that Ray Multiple Stab Wound Winston has never endorsed, supported, advocated, or in all likelihood listened to Tone Radio or any of its numerous corporate affiliates or offshore holding companies. Not an actual disclaimer.
Ruby!
Tone Radio. From here to here.
Monday Morning Mayhem, 9 to 11, with George and Sam.
George's Weekly Sport. VAR on Tone Radio.
Welcome along to the sports news for this week on this Monday, the 16th of April 2012, with the headline being this morning, through the various outlets that you can get, that Harry Redknapp has admitted the referee got the decision wrong in the FA Cup semi-final against Tottenham yesterday, and that Martin Atkinson has come up to him and admitted his mistake, even though they don't to the cameras as usual. It was the second goal, awarded to Juan Mata just after half-time, with a score at 1-0 to Chelsea. And Harry has also now insisted that video technology needs to be put into the game. Furious protests from Spurs players insisting the ball had been blocked by Ledley King and Esu Koto, and replays confirmed that this was correct. The second goal was a disaster, said Redknapp. It was an honest mistake by the referee, but it was nowhere near the line. The referee has made a big mistake. He hasn't done it on purpose, but I don't see how he could have given the goal. It wasn't as if someone kicked it away and it all happened so quickly. He must have guessed because he couldn't have been sure. He has made an honest decision, but has made a mistake. He's not done it on purpose, as he originally said. I felt we were the better team in the first half, and that certainly didn't help, although I'm not going to sit here and say that was the only reason we got beat. Gareth Bale got a goal back for Tottenham with the score at 2-0. However, late goals from Frank Lampard, Florin Malouda and Ramirez, who got the third goal, chipping the keeper, set up a 5-1 victory, and it's now going to be the final of the racist players, Luis Suarez against John Terry at Wembley.
Oh, how convenient.
In 3 weeks, yeah.
Oh, dear.
So, I'm not saying they are racist, it's just something Alex Mitchell, if he's listening to the show, he put up on yesterday, which I thought was quite funny. He said there won't be a handshake to his mate before the whistle, there'll be a Nazi salute as they line up before the whistle. Let's get on with the game. And, yeah.
Oh, can you imagine?
So that will be an interesting one. They'll probably be booing from both sets of fans because it'll probably come out into the media.
It'll be quite hostile, I think, yeah.
So, I mean, even Terry was getting booed by the Tottenham fans at the beginning yesterday, from what I remember, so it's a bit odd.
So much to hate him.
So I don't know whose fans were getting rid of the minute's silence, but yes, there was people also booing John Terry.
Well,
in further news this morning, what's that about Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain here?
is everyone saying their opinion of the...
I think Alex may have said something in relation to this on his Twitter account. I'm just having a look now.
The goal that shouldn't have been.
The top news in the Daily Mail this morning, which I suppose the students sometimes read. Yeah, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain has said at 9:20, about half an hour ago, I think today has proven why we need goal line technology. This is, 9:20 last night. Why we need goal line technology. Refs have done a hard enough job as it is. It would benefit everyone.
I know, it's about time, isn't it? I mean,
that is the view.
There's so many mistakes being made all the time.
Adebayor says, you're killing football. He demands video help after latest ghost goal aids Chelsea. That's the Daily Mail this morning. And he accused Martin Atkinson of ruining Tottenham's dreams and claimed the lack of goal line technology is killing the game. Let's just see what else he said about that. And I'm also going to have a quick look in The Guardian this morning and see what's hitting the headlines there. With the Liverpool music in the background, let's judge the other semi-final now. Sam, did you watch Liverpool against Everton?
Oh, I missed that as
you
well.
missed it.
Yeah.
Liverpool, I think, the second best team in the first half, but came back a new side in the second half. Suarez got a goal, Carroll won it right before the end. Haven't seen the goals yet, but everyone's saying that Everton didn't play very well and Liverpool deserved to win. So
yeah, apparently, they thought Everton didn't really believe they could beat Liverpool. You know, they're 1-0 up, but in the second half they just lost belief or something.
So if you were watching that game and you want to tell us what you think about the Liverpool game, text in 60300 or email toneradio@live.co.uk. We'll check the contacts during this next song. And I'll happily read them out. Also, if there's a film, I should just say, that you've seen and you want to mention it to Leo, do you want to get his opinion on it, then please do contact us.
Yeah.
And ask
Plenty
us.
of films coming
and
out.
if you want to hear what Leo thinks of it, because he may have seen it as well, who knows? Please get in touch. Yeah, the top headline we'll move on to the Bahrain Grand Prix after this, but the top headline in The Guardian this morning is Redknapp saying Atkinson guessed over Chelsea goal.
That's the only way you could do it, yeah.
So Adebayor said, to be honest, we have to blame the referee. I think we have done well and he has made a lot of mistakes and made a lot of wrong decisions. We're all disappointed. What do you want me to tell you? How many goals scored this season were disallowed that were onside? To be honest, I'm just tired of it, and everyone is talking about goal line technology. They have to make something happen, because it's killing the league, it's killing the FA Cup, it's killing the game, it's killing everything. That's the news of Adebayor, and he plays for Harry Redknapp, and he cannot win the game because the referee is terrible, so I don't know, man. That's what he thinks. So
the throwing impressions coming out again.
Yeah. He adds on and says to that, it's not even a debate really. I think it's clearly obvious. It's not even one we can sit here and say, did he or didn't it? It was nowhere near the goal line. I had a perfect view. 4 players covering the goal line, so how could the ball could have gone over the line? I do not know. The linesman said he didn't make the decision. The ref took it on himself, and I don't know. It's a terrible decision. So that's the word of Adebayor yesterday.
Exactly as he sounds.
Yeah. Harry also said, I've got to find a team among this group who'll have the nerve, the power and desire to get that 4th spot. We have to go to QPR. This is preceding their final games to get 4th. We have to go to QPR next week for a tough game and show we can bounce back. It's important. It's a test of character and we've got to show some. And about Atkinson, he says Atkinson feels worse than he does. About the decision, which you can imagine.
Yeah, I can imagine referees, when they make a mistake, this must think, oh my goodness, that's just, horrible. They probably can't sleep at night. It's just as bad as being a manager, really. When you lose a game, you get something wrong, it's like absolute nightmare. But again, who wants to be a referee? It's such a difficult job. But Chelsea were comfortable winners in the end, so it wasn't really a big deal. There's still bad decisions just as making.
So, moving on to the Bahrain Grand Prix, which I saw in here. That is to go ahead next week after the constant stuff we've had. I'm just going to see if I can get the chain to play.
Oh, yes.
It's going ahead. I'm going to play it now to get rid of this music. Goodbye. So the chain's coming up. Red Bull are to consider their options after a slow start. It says here, Christian Horner after the race yesterday, Red Bull finishing yesterday 4th and 5th, not a great result from their point of view. Webber coming up to 4th to beat Vettel, who amazingly got ahead of his teammate for most of the race after starting 11th. They're considering their technical options, it says here, and Christian Horner told reporters that they could go down to a similar route to Mercedes, whose rear wing design has been declared legal. I think there's been a lot said and a lot of fuss about it, said Horner. They've optimised and capitalised on it, so inevitably now we'll all pursue our own solutions. It's not a given that on everybody's car it's bolt-on lap time. Red Bull won 12 of last year's 19 races, with double champion Vettel taking 11 victories and a record 18 poles. Finished second in the opening race in Melbourne, but 11th in Malaysia. So he started 11th in China, finished 11th in Malaysia, and yesterday finished 5th behind Webber. And Webber's now had 3 successive 4th places. Hamilton's had 3 successive 3rd places, incidentally. Neither has yet appeared on the front row. Adrian Newey. Speaking about Adrian Newey, Christian Horner said the decision to come here with 2 different cars was very much Adrian's, and the technical decision because we want to make sure we get a direction and a clear comparison, which we've had. It's been a really useful exercise. Now we've got an awful lot of information through 3 days of running to settle on a direction moving forward. And speaking further on about qualifying, he says we need to sort it out now. We've got good race pace. I think if we can just get qualifying sorted, then we can make a significant step. That's the news from the Formula 1 this weekend. If there's anything else, I think we'll let this song run on a bit and I'll come back to you with maybe another story or 2.